Greetings, Mega Man fans, and welcome back to the Mega Man Super Fighting Robot LPA. In this episode, well, as the center image clearly shows us, we'll be taking on the final stage of Skull Castle and challenging Dr. Wily himself. Well, a different fortress start theme. Nice way of showing off the fact that it's Wily now instead. And that's a remix of the Mega Man 2 title theme. Wow, this really is the end, isn't it? Neat. Well, since I did the reload, I already have all my weapons full, so... The stage itself is... basically non-existent. Like, literally, we're already done the stage. But that's not really much, that's not a surprise, nor is it a bad thing. The focus of this place is Wily himself. So, there's no real need for the stage, especially now that we've done the rematches already. No. It's time for the Wily Machine SFR. It's actually just called Wily Machine, but, you know, frick that, I will call it the Wily Machine SFR. How it behaves is, it follows a set pattern. It fires the orbiting blue shots, followed by the spreading fireball, and it also has this mouth cannon of it that will open anytime it shoots the fireball. The mouth cannon is I guess you could say, the unique part of the battle. It's like Mega Man 8. It's like Mega Man 8, in the sense that if you don't shoot the mouth cannon, it'll continue to be a menace by shooting it. Similar to how in Mega Man 8, you stopped Wily from firing a giant laser from his mouth cannon through, you know, shooting it. Now, the boss itself operates on a perfect pattern. Once you've dealt with this pattern once, it's not terribly bad. But I must admit, it normally doesn't last this long, so its movement is a little strange. The second phase uses smaller but deadlier versions of a lot of the attacks, firing 3 shots into the air that home in on you, followed by a smaller fireball that travels much further distance, and then it has the saw blades. It also occasionally fires off these little troll shots in the middle of its various attacks, which, while not much of a threat on their own, can make dodging some of its attacks actually quite tricky. And I need an E-tank. The second phase of the machine is definitely harder than the first, simply because dodging the attacks gets so much trickier to do. But it's still definitely doable. And now, the Wily Capsule itself. New music now. Instead of going for the frantic stuff, it's slightly more epic. The Wily Capsule here has probably some of the most interesting behaviors of a Wily Capsule. As you may have noticed, the screen will actually flash to show where the Wily Capsule will spawn before it appears. This basically means you have no excuse if the Wily Capsule manages to appear on top of you. Just don't stand in the middle. The auras it uses are also what determines its attacks, though it does fire the bouncing shots anytime it uses an aura. The green aura has it fire these 2 large energy blasts that will, kind of home in on you. The light blue one has it shoot an ice comet downwards that splits into a humongous spray of icicles, which is really not that much of a threat considering a single charge shot is enough to just blow through the icicles. If it uses a a dark blue aura, it'll basically fire the charged version of the Sonic Slicer from X2, I believe it was. Where it just rains Sonic waves on your head in set location, which makes it not too terribly difficult to deal with. The last aura, the purple one, if I recall right, fires these electric orbs to its side, which will split into a spread of 8 electric orbs that take forever and a half to be gotten rid of. Which can actually make dodging some of its attacks a bit tricky. In other words, the electric attack is less of a threat on its own, and more of a significant distraction. As far as capsules go, I'm actually rather fond of this one. It is decently difficult, particularly if you're trying to let it live long enough to explain how the fuzzy it behaves, but it is not to the same level of cheapness that capsules normally possess, given you know exactly where it's going to appear to before it does so, and it telegraphs all of its attacks more than obviously. And so long as you don't stand in the middle, it should basically never telefrag you. Fun capsule fight! I definitely can't complain about it. Anyway, with that, we have an ending. It's over, Wily. Alright, I'm sorry for what I did. I'll come quietly. Not. Bwahahaha! Farewell again, Megatwerp! Gone. Dot. Typical. Panic button engaged. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Evacuation within the next 15 seconds is recommended. Well, that's not much time now, is it? Not again. It's official. Mega Man is done with Wily's cred. He's done. And Skull Castle explodes. Fortunately, both Wily and Mega Man escaped in time. And that was the ending. Not much to it, was there? And with that, that's the game. Take care of the planet, and the planet will take care of you. Yeah, there's no reason man, machine, and nature can't coexist. True that. I do like how we're getting the full little set of Robot Masters, and oh hey, it's a base cameo. You lack focus. Stay calm and we may be able to beat him. Someday. We'll see who's the strongest soon, Mega Man! I bet we will. Keep digging! There must be some coal past all these worthless diamonds. It's funny, considering diamonds really only have monetary worth last time I checked. They don't have any... don't think they're used for fuel sources. Battle routine set! Execute! Battle network reference, woo! Get out of my cyberspace, you flimsy strings of code! Woohoo! I appreciate that reference. Okay, what else do we have? Time to get the old guild back together. Looks like we found our next quest. Real dragons? Okay, sure. I'll buy that. Ha ha ha! The glory of battle! I will never tire of it! Orcish brute, how about you? Nice little Nightman cameo, I can't complain. And Silkman. Water purity, 83%, 82%? How can this be possible? Turn around, you dolt! And the last but not least, Trash Man. It's exploding! Why do we even fight? Is there really no other way? The Trash Man is basically X. Okay, then. And... enemy lineup. So, that was Mega Man Super Fighting Robot. Fun game! Overall, I can't really complain too much. graphically and musically, it's very well done. Particularly the final boss themes, like Proto Man, both Wily themes. I really like the music of this game, and the graphics. Though there are some instances, like the Metal and Coal Man stage, where it could be a little better. The cutscenes are hilarious, and the plot is a Mega Man plot. No, not too much. The boss design is another incredibly good aspect. Like, I think the biggest weaknesses the game has is a bit of issues with its level design, given how it has some minor issues with... Okay, Citrus Quack, stop being funny! Anyways, I was saying, the game has some minor issues in places with its difficulty curve, but nothing too extreme besides Coalman stage. And as I've mentioned a few times, the Wily stages have a little issue with just general enemy cohesion. The other weak point is the weapon set, and only slightly, because of Flash Dagger and how it's horribly imbalanced in favor of Leaf Boomerang. But overall, I really can't complain too much. There are definitely some things about this game that could be a little better, but... question marks? Okay. There's a lot about it that could be better. There's a lot about it that could be infinitely worse. Overall, I can't complain too much. I definitely recommend playing it. Is it the best fan game out there? Well, I still hold a preference for Rock Force, but Super Fighting Robot is a very close second. It's very, very good. If you haven't played it already, definitely give it a shot. Yeah. And that's it, I guess. So, my next project I'm gonna do is... Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Never mind, there's some replay value to worry about. Okay, never mind next projects. I got the bonus CDs, a legendary crossover duel of some kind, and, okay, anything else? And Simon Belmont! Okay. Well, it seems like I've got some unlockables I will need to cover. So, for the next video, I'll be covering how to get the data CDs. The bonus CDs. But, yeah. So, that'll be the next part. Anyway, with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the main game of Super Fighting Robot. I know I did. And I will see you for the start of the post-LPA? Yeah, I guess you could call it that, really. But anyway, until then, goodbye!